Okay, very good morning to all. Let us discuss one more problem related to design of spur gears. So problem number 2, let us start. A pair of mating spur gears with 20-degree pressure angle consist of a 25 teeth pinion meshing with a 60 teeth gear. The module is 5 millimeters while the face width is 50 millimeters. The material for pinion as well as gears is steel with ultimate tensile strength of 600 Newton per mm square. The gears are heat treated to a surface hardness of 400 bhn. The pinion rotates at 540 rpm and the service factor for the application is 1.75. Assuming that velocity factor accounts for the dynamic load and factor of safety as 1.9, determine the rated power. So let us first see what is given. Cv is equal to 3 upon 3 plus v and y for 25 teeth is equal to 0.34. So based on this, let us write down what is given in this particular numerical. So given very first 20-degree pressure angle. Alpha is given as 20 degree. Then 25 teeth on pinion meshing with 60 teeth gear. So we are denoting by Z. So number of teeth on pinion ZP is equal to 25 and ZG is equal to 60. The module is 5 millimeters while the face width is 50 millimeters. So here module is given as 5 millimeters and the face width B is equal to 50 millimeters. The material for pinion and as well as gear is steel. So very important point I will write here. Material for pinion and gear is steel. This indicates that same material for both the cases. This indicates that material is same for both the cases. Ultimate tensile strength 600 Newton per mm square. So what is next given? Yes, Ut is equal to 600 Newton per mm square. The gears are heat treated to a surface hardness of 400 bhn. So Brinell hardness number bhn is equal to, value is given 400. Then next, the pinion rotates at 540 rpm. The pinion rotates at 540 rpm. So rpm is given, I will write down. Np is equal to 540 revolutions per minute. Service factor for the application CS value is given as 1.75. Assuming that velocity factor accounts for the dynamic load. Factor of safety given as 1.9. And what is assumed? It is assumed that the velocity factor accounts for the dynamic load. So next I will write down. It is clear cut mention velocity factor accounts for the dynamic load. We have to assume, or it is given, Cv is equal to 3 divided by 3 plus V, where V is the pitch line velocity, and Y for 25 teeth. Lewis form factor for 25 number of teeth is equal to 0.34. These are the things given, and what we have to calculate? Determine the rated power that the gear can transmit. Determine the rated power, kilowatt. Determine the rated power that the gear can transmit. So these are the things given, and we have to go for calculation of kilowatt. I will give you 1-2 minutes, take down this, then we will see the steps how to proceed for the problem, and then we will go for one by one solving step by step, and we will be calculating answer for kilowatt. Okay, so let us move to next. First of all, let us understand the steps depending upon what is given and what we have to calculate. So very first, based on the given data, I will say that very first I will calculate beam strength. Formula I will write down. SB is equal to MB sigma B Y. Module given, phase width given, sigma B is equal to S UT by 3, we can calculate, and Y value given. Then let us see whether BHN is given. BHN value is given in the numerical. Second step, we will calculate wear strength. The formula for wear strength is SW is equal to BQ dp k. Phase speed is given. Q is equal to twice ZG divided by ZG plus ZP. We can calculate ZG and ZP are given. dp m into ZP we can calculate, and as both the gears are made up of same material and alpha pressure angle is 20 degree, therefore we can calculate K is equal to, we are having formula 0.16 BHN divided by 100, and here is the bracket square. So we can calculate wear strength also. Then step number 3, effective load calculation. Effective load. So P effective is equal to CSPT divided by CV. CS given, CV formula given, PT we have to calculate. PT is unknown. CV formula is given, 3 divided by 3 plus V. V is not given, we can calculate V is equal to pi dn divided by 60 into 10 raised to 3. Step number 4. Let us check which part is weaker, pinion or gear, and based on this we will proceed. So step number 4 is calculation of static load. Calculation of static load, I will call it as PT. So SB or SW, whatever may be, is equal to P effective into EFS. So if SB is lesser, I will take SB, otherwise SW. So whatever may be the case. So we have calculated SB and SW values. FS is given and P effective will be in terms of PT. Therefore, here we will get the answer for PT. Then step number 6, torque calculation. So torque transmitted, we will calculate MT. MT is equal to, we are having formula for MT, PT into dp divided by 2. And last step is the power calculation. So if we can calculate MT, then we can easily calculate power. Okay, so these are the steps. We are having MT is equal to 60 into 10 raised to 6 kilowatt divided by 2 pi NP. So MT calculated, NP is with us, we can easily calculate the power. So these are the 6 steps that we will be utilizing for solving this particular problem. Let us start step number 1. One by one we will now solve. So first is our beam strength calculation. So step number 1, beam strength. So I will write formula now here. SB is equal to MB sigma B into Y. Okay, sigma B is not given. I will write here sigma B, the permissible stresses, is equal to SUT divided by 3. SUT value for this case 600 Newton per mm square. So I will write down here 600 divided by 3. So it will be 200 Newton per mm square. So now I will put all the values in this. SB is equal to value of module given 5 into B value 50 into sigma B 200 into Y value for 25 number of teeth 0.34, and why I am taking this Y. So you will write down here one sentence as pinion and gear are made up of same material. Pinion is weaker and we will be designing based on pinion. So then step number 1 starts. Now tell me SB value. By substituting all these value you will get the answer for SB. So let me know SB value. SB is equal to okay, 17,017 kilonewton. Okay, so I will write here 17 Newton, or you can say 17 kilonewton also. So this is your very first value for beam strength. I will highlight. Then let us proceed next. Step number 2 or 2 is the wear strength calculation. The formula I will write down for wear strength. So wear strength is given by SW is equal to BQ dp k. Okay, so let us calculate. B is given, Q, the ratio factor is given by twice Zg divided by Zg plus Zp. Put the values. 60 divided by 60 plus 25. Check the values once. Here 25 and 60. You will get answer here for Q. What is the answer for Q? The ratio factor answer Q. Reply. 1 point. Now, see, consider 3-4 decimals at least. If you will consider less, then the further SB and further calculation answer will be somewhat. So I will write 1.4117. So here I will write 1.4117. Okay. Then K value and dp em into zp. I will calculate that also. Em into zp. So here 5 into 25. So 125 millimeter. Okay. Then simple calculation. Then I will go for K calculation. Both the gears are made up of steel material and alpha is 20 degree. Therefore, I can use the formula 0.16 into BHN divided by 100 bracket square. So I will substitute the value 0.16 BHN 400 divided by 100, and I will write down bracket square. Then K is equal to, I will get the value for K as K value 2.56. So now see, we have calculated Q value, we have calculated dp value, we have calculated K value, and B is already given. So if I substitute all these values, then I can write, if I substitute all the values, put the all values and calculate SW. Okay, so I will write here the further formula once again for SW is equal to, I will substitute value now. B value is given 50. Q value we have calculated 1.4117. Then DP value 125, K value 2.56. So if I will substitute all the values, let me know the answer. By substituting all values, you will get SW is equal to the wear strength for the gear material. You will get answer as 22587.2. So first answer one decimal is missing. Check. So it is SW is equal to 22 or 22587. Further point also you consider, no problem. Newton. So this is the answer for SW. Okay. So step number 3, effective load calculation. In bracket, write down P effective. So I will write the first of all the formula for this. P effective is equal to P effective is equal to ES into PT divided by CV. This is the formula. So now CS value is given. CV is equal to, I will say CV is equal to 3 upon 3 plus B. But V value is not given. So I have to calculate V is equal to, in this case, pi dP and P divided by 60 into 10 raised to 3. So I will write here V is equal to pi into dP. Put the value of dP 125. NP value you put 540 divided by 60 into 10 raised to 3. So you will get V value as the pitch line velocity. You will get the value as answer 3 point, I will write down 53 meters per second. So now I am having value, I will calculate CV as CV is equal to 3 upon 3 plus 3.53 is equal to, you will get CV value as 0. CV value as 0.45. So now you calculated all these. Now P effective CS PT by CV, CS value 1.75 given. PT we have to calculate, this will be in terms of PT divided by CV value 0.45. So you will get a relation here, P effective is equal to some value into PT. What is the answer for this? 3 point, okay, 81, 88. Okay. Okay. So I think Three steps we have covered. ESB calculated, ESW calculated, P effective also calculated. Now let us move towards the next part, that is static load, step number 4. Static load is nothing but we will call it as PT. I have to calculate. We have calculated SW, we have calculated SB. So let us see which value is lesser. SB value 17,000 Newton and SW value 22,587. So in this case, SB is lesser. So before proceeding further, I will write, we have compared the two values, which is lesser, and now I will write here by observing the two values. SB is less than SW for this case, and therefore beam strength is the criterion for design. Beam strength is the criterion for design. So I will write down SB is equal to P effective into FS. SB value we have calculated 17,000. P effective 3.8 into PT, and FS value we are having the answer as 1.9. So substitute all the values. What is unknown? Unknown is the value for PT. So calculate the PT answer, the tangential load that the tooth can transmit. Answer for PT. PT is equal to anyone? 2348 point. Okay. So I will write the answer as 2348. No point. How you are considering it will differ. So 39. You may get 343940 depending upon how much decimals you will consider. This is the value for PT. Step number 4. Now, step number 5, the torque calculation. So, step number 5, torque transmitted by the gear. MT. So, we are having the formula for this torque transmitted as PT into dP by 2. So, I will put the values 2348.39 PT into diameter 125 divided by 2. You will get the answer for MT. MT is equal to calculate the answer for MT. Okay, so I will write into 10 raised to 3. So I will write it as 146.7 or 77 into 10 raised to 3 Newton millimeter. Depending upon this, how much decimals I have already explained, your answer may vary up to some extent, no problem. Now moving to the last step, step number 6. Last step is power to be transmitted. I request to put roll numbers in the chat box. Power to be transmitted. So here I am having formula EMT is equal to 16 to 10 raised to 6 kilowatt divided by 2 pi NP. So I will write down for kilowatt is equal to 2 pi NP into MT divided by 16 to 10 raised to 6. So substituting all the values, 2 pi NP 540 MT 146.77 into 10 raised to 3 divided by 60 into 10 raised to 6. You will get the answer kilowatt is equal to 8.29, 8.293. Okay, so I will write here 8.293 as the power transmitted. Okay, so based on this, I will conclude as rated power that the gears can transmit is equal to 8.293 kilowatt. This is final answer for solving this numerical. Okay, so very first, based on the given data, we have calculated the beam strength SB is equal to MB sigma By. Then we have calculated the wear strength BHN is given. Then we have calculated the effective load. Then we have compared the lesser between static and beam strength and wear strength. And as beam strength is weaker or lesser, we have decided that beam strength is the criterion for design. And we have used the formula SB is equal to P effective and PFS. Then we have calculated PT. Then torque transmitted PT MT is equal to PT into dP by 2. We have calculated torque. Then power calculation. We are having MT, we are having RPM. We have calculated power. And the answer for this is kilowatt is equal to 8.293. Therefore, the rated power that the gear can transmit is equal to 8.293 kilowatt. This is the power calculation based on the preliminary stages, that is P effective is equal to CSPT divided by CV. We have used the method as CV for calculation of power.